Well, I was going to talk about Sesame Street, but I think we got that shit covered, don't we? Thing working? Can you hear me? Alright, there we go. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah!
You're going to be so tired of doing that by the end of the night.
No, they're going to be happy.
Really? Let's try it again. How's everybody doing tonight? So we got Halloween coming up. What is it, a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
About a week and a half, right? I don't know. When I was growing up, Halloween, it was one of the top 3 holidays for me. You know, there was Christmas, there was my birthday, and there was Halloween. Now, he doesn't seem very impressed with my list. Should I put Groundhog Day in there? Oh, Bill Murray, yeah! All right. Well, and as I got older, I realized that Halloween's not very high up on the list anymore. Actually, it's pretty low. We all got tricked by our parents. First off, we got to break a lot of rules that we didn't get to do any other time of year. We got to go out late, take candy from strangers, which is only okay on Halloween. No other day of the year did you take candy from strangers. We got to be out after the street lights were on. You know, there's another one right there. And we got to run the streets like crazy. And, you know, nowadays you have to go out with your kids. You have to make sure they're safe and everything. Not my parents. I don't know about your parents, but not my parents. They just sent my ass out there. They were like, go! Here's a sheet, put it on you. Go get some candy. Have a pillowcase. Just be gone. You know, and really, I figured it out later on in life. They were just sending me out so they could have sex. That's all it was to it. It was a big setup, man. You know, they were tricking us into going out so they could get a little treat of their own. You know, that's where it comes from, trick or treat. And I came home early one year, and you know, my old man, he had this gimp suit on. I guess we already covered that stuff. I don't know if it was Grover's nose or not that he had with his ball gag, but I don't know. You know, my mom had the whole Catwoman suit and whip and everything, and she was going crazy with him, and yikes. Sorry. But yeah, you know, they sent me out there, and I got tricked. You know, they sent me out there to get a bag of candy, piece by fucking piece. And you could ride your bike down to the store any other day of the week, any other day of the year, and you could get a bag of candy for $2. $2. But here I am, out on the streets for hours, walking for miles, 5 miles minimum. I'm just walking around, going door to door, you know, getting candy. Don't go to the doors because they don't have the street, they don't have the porch lights on.
Yeah.
Because those people had children that were out trick-or-treating too, and they were in there having sex. It was a giant code. It was a giant code. They duped all of us. You know, and then when you got home, you know, you brought them a snack. You brought them their after-sex snack. You know, the giant Snickers bar, that looked fishy. But the fucking unwrapped candy corn gets a pass. You know, the little orange things, there's the little brown things in the orange wrappers and the black wrappers that maybe 4 people ate. Yeah, I always threw those bitches out. Get out of here. Old people. They got that shit. So, you know, did you ever have the candy corn that had the brown top instead of the yellow top? You ever see those? I always wondered, was that cheap candy corn? Or did some little Chinese kid get his ass kicked and fired because of that mistake? I mean, so, does everybody have their Halloween costumes? Yeah? I made up a superhero this year. I did, yes. I'm going to be the landlord. I go around from town to town, and I buy abandoned zoos, warehouses, amusement parks, and I rent them out to supervillains. Hell yeah! Have them make the money for me. Go rob a bank. Give me my rent. It's due on the 5th. Don't make me use my superpower. My superpower is my Victor ass ray. Guaranteed to send you tumbling down the road at supersonic speeds before you know what happens. Go spring into action. Give me my money, bitches. Don't worry. I do rent out to superheroes as well. If any of you are looking for a new headquarters, I have a wonderful Hall of Justice in Omaha. Great central location all around the United States. You can get anywhere quickly. We have a jet. But, you know, I figure I'll get a big dollar sign on my chest. You know, an extra large boot on this foot to kick their ass hard. But, well, that's my time, so thank you very much.